Europe, cheese at heart.
Sky News. Mr. Jenrick, you've said it's the honour of your life to serve the people of Newark. Your association says that you've betrayed them today. If you respect your constituents so much, why not call a by-election and stand as a Reform candidate? And Mr. Farage, I think by my count, Robert Jenrick's the 7th member of Boris Johnson's government to join your party in recent months. You say you're a new reforming force in politics. How can you claim that if, by your own definition, you're bringing in so many people that cause the mess you're trying to clear up?
The Five-Star Movement in Italy, launched by Beppe Grillo, the famous Italian comedian, and I served with his people in the European Parliament. He said, we will only have people standing for Parliament who have never been involved in politics at any level ever. And they got lots of votes, and lots of MPs, and they went into coalition government. And guess what happened? It was a complete catastrophe, because no one knew what to do. And I am proud of the fact that we're going to have candidates standing from all walks of life, all different disciplines. Very, very few what you would consider professional politicians. But we have to have some. We've even seen it in our county councils. You know, Richard's been going around the country. Lancashire, for example, we have a guy who'd run a district council for years, knows what he's doing. He was able to go into Lancashire County, get a grip of it on day one, whereas for others, it's taking a bit longer. If we win the next general election, the public won't give us very long. The public will say, you guys are the last chance saloon. Unless you guys can get control of our borders, unless you guys can start gripping the issues that really affect our lives, we'll lose faith in you, perhaps very, very quickly. So we need the experience, and I think that's absolutely vital.
Well, to your point, Rob, I haven't seen whatever this central office press release is that you're referring to, but look, I don't intend to call a by-election. But I'll say this to you. I was elected at the last general election against every poll, all the MRP polls and whatever that journalists like yourself were putting out. And that, I believe, was because my constituents knew that I stood up for them. I was willing to do things which are difficult, sometimes be very independent-minded. They respected the fact that I had resigned from the last Conservative government. In fact, there were a lot of Reform voters in Newark who decided to bite their tongue and not vote Reform and to vote for me at the last general election precisely because of that. And my constituents know that I'll continue to do that, to be the strongest possible voice for them and for the issues that they care about. And, above all, to hold this failing Labour government to account. The thing that unites most people in my constituency is this. They want Starmer out, and they want a good government in that's going to fix our country. And I am convinced that this is the only way that we can achieve that, and I must play my part in that.
OpenGate referred
to Kemi Badenoch, who, as Adam was suggesting, is up in Scotland. Let's have a listen in to that interview.
Kemi Badenoch, you dropped quite the bombshell this morning, announcing that you were sacking Robert Jenrick and suspending him from the Conservative Party. Was this case of pushing him before he jumped?
It wasn't something I wanted to do. It was something that I had to do. I have been hearing from so many people, not just in the Conservative Party, but even people in Reform telling me that Robert was about to defect. Yeah. And I didn't do anything because I believed him when he said he wasn't going to do that. And then I was shown very, very clear evidence. And I made the decision because I have to look after all of the people in the Conservative Party, not just him. I have a responsibility and a duty to the councillors fighting elections, the MSPs, so I did what I had to do. I did the right thing.
So you asked him to his face directly about defection and he denied it. You must be feeling quite angry when you found evidence.
Well, yes, this is not today. This was a few days ago, and I believed him because I trust the people that I work with. But the worst thing was that the way he was planning to do it was not just about leaving, but hurting the other people in the party. I think that's quite wrong. And I think Reform need to be looking at what kind of person it is they're taking in, someone who's very happy to hurt his colleagues.
Some of your MPs want to see the proof. What proof did you have? Did you have screenshots of a letter of defection? Was there a mole inside his camp?
I'm not giving full details just yet. I'm waiting to hear what Robert has to say. He said absolutely nothing. Yeah. But I think people know me well enough to know that I don't rush to decisions lightly. I've been trying to build a united team, and we are united, the Shadow Cabinet. But when clear evidence is presented, I don't say this lightly, I had to act.
I mean, you really surprised everyone with this announcement. I don't think Reform were not expecting it, Jenrick wasn't expecting it. But look, Kemi, in the bigger picture, he's one of your best campaigners. He's hugely popular with party figures, one of the top figures in your shadow cabinet, one of the most recognisable Conservatives. Many will see his defection as a blow. What do you say to that?
I say it's not a blow because we have great people in our party. I have a new Shadow Justice Secretary, Nick Timothy. He is the man who exposed the scandal of West Midlands Police. That's a great win. We have lots of people in our party who can do great things. And of course I don't want to lose people, but if people are actively damaging the party, then they cannot stay.
You don't want him there?
Reform have been very clear that they, Aaron Banks actually put out a tweet not that long ago saying that what Reform wants to do is to destroy the Conservative Party. That's their strategy. And what Rob was doing was helping them. The Conservative Party has been an institution of our country for 200 plus years. It is my responsibility now to look after it, and I'm doing the right thing.